Hello friends, welcome back to our session Learn MS Project 2019. Now I am explaining what is meant by WBS. WBS means Work Breakdown Structure. So here in this WBS we will break down the activities. So like suppose we want to here we will take the activity as a plinth beam. It has 9 days. So plinth beam consists of plinth beam में पहले first will construct will first do the marking, then will do their shuttering, and then will do the concreting. So plinth beam is actually divided into 3: shuttering, then reinforcement, shuttering, reinforcement, and concreting. So likewise, this is called the work breakdown structure. But here in this case, so in this project, so I have prepared this project. So here activity, sub-activity. This is activity, and these are activity, and these are the sub-activities. These sub-activities are under plinth. So first floor slab is the main activity, and these are the sub-activities under this. This is just for example purpose I have taken. See, suppose you want these three activities, these three activities under brickwork. So what we are doing, you just select this. Sorry, you just select this, and then go for task, and here indent task. Just click. So these are the activities are under brickwork. So sub activity. So this is called as the work breakdown structure. So suppose we want this door and internal, these three activities are under flooring activity. So what we'll do, we'll just select these three activities and make indent. So these three activities are under this. So this is nothing but work breakdown structure. So activities, sub activities, main activity, then sub activity, then sub activity, main activity, sub activity, sub activity. So this is the structure. This structure is called as the work breakdown structure. So this is just for example. So this is the concept of work breakdown structure. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. So in this session we will see recurring task and or activity. What is meant by recurring task or activity and how it works in MS Project. So recurring task or activity is nothing but, it is suppose one of the manager or the main in charge visited your company and they have checked your project. They have inspected your project. So that inspection record or that inspection, suppose you need to plan this. If suppose your manager need to inspect your project, so he is having his schedule. So to prepare this, we need to find a recurring activity or recurring task work in MS Project. So for this, you just go for task, then here task, and here go for recurring task. So your task name inspection. So duration will be 1 day. So whether it is weekly or daily, suppose weekly, monthly, or yearly, weekly or monthly. So in this project we'll consider weekly. So weekly Wednesday, every Wednesday. So here range of recurrence, start of project and end of project. In between them, weekly, every Wednesday, there will be the inspection. So calendar. So here standard calendar. So here and then click OK. Yes, so here inspection occurs. So weekly, every week, 2, 3, inspection 1, inspection 2. So this task occurs 20 times between Monday 27/9, Thursday 10 to 12. The calendar standard is assigned to the task. If you are not assigned calendar, then so task, recurring task. So inspection. So here inspection. Not allot calendar, none. Okay. Yes. So it will be so total 20. So total 20 inspections will be there. So every time, no need to put all the things, all the records. This is nothing but the concept of recurring task. This is only the concept of recurring task for any activity. So in next video, we will learn regarding group by and sort function. The two functions, group by and sort function. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back. Now, in this session, we will learn about the group by and sort function. Group by or sort function, or sort in terms of filter. We can say filter also. Or so for this group by, so first you are having this project. Click on view tab, then here group by. So this is the group by. So group by activity. So here click here, no group. So these are the built-in group. You can create your own groups also. Those groups are not listed here. You can create another group. So auto schedule, also manual schedule, complete, incomplete, constant type, critical, duration, priority, milestone, priority, resources, status, clear group, then new group by, more groups, and then maintain hierarchy in group. So here to create group, so we'll say critical group. So all the activities, those who are critical, so they are listed here. So critical, total float is 0. Then clear group. If you clear group, your project will be simple. Then suppose more groups. So what we need? New group. Group name, responsibility, based on the responsibility. Responsibility. So group by responsibility. So you select here. R, responsibility. Then by responsibility and critical. Here same, and here apply. So we have this group: critical, then activity critical, then this person responsibility of this critical. So these are critical. So critical S. So this is the grouping. So then again go here. So here custom group, we have constructed custom. So here built-in. So now here clear group. So will be here clear group. So two groups we have created. So this is related to group. And then sort by start date, finish date, by priority, by cost, by ID. Then sort by ID, sort by priority. So we need to add this, and then only we can use this function. So then and then sort. So same way here, click here, active task, completed, critical, date range. So date range. So here put the date. So starting from here, put this date. Okay. Another date, this one. Okay. So in between these two ranges, we are having only two activities. Between these ones. So this is nothing but the filter. So here you make clear filter, again clear filter. So you will get your, this is nothing but, or this is the use of group by and filter. So as like in Excel, Word, same way we use here group. So this is what the important, or this is what the use of function group by and sort function. So thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please do share it and subscribe the channel for more such fruitful videos. Thank you. Hello friends, let's back to work, and in this session we will learn about the project report. So why I have selected project report? Because at the last I'm giving session on resource assignment, resource leveling, combining multiple projects, and resource pooling. So and project monitoring using earn value. So these 4 points I will cover in last lecture, or after fifth or sixth lecture. Lecture number 5 is based on other useful features of Microsoft project and important things or key aspects for the person, those who are using this MS. So this I am giving in lecture number 5 and lecture number 6 I am taking that 4 points. So let's back to work. So whenever we complete our project, we need to print it as a report. We need to create as a report. So it's very easy. So first you go for project, click project, and here view. So your report, another column is there. Directly there will be a tab in ribbon report. So new report, you can create blank, chart, table, comparison. Then you click dashboard, cost review, project overview, upcoming task, and regarding the more report, custom your report. You can custom your reports. Then that in progress, getting started. So you just need to select this. Then resources, based on the resources allocation, resource overview, whenever we allot them, then we'll again one time we'll see the report. Then cost, in progress, then custom report, and then recent report and visual reports. So whatever reports for project that we get from here, view reports from. So compare project. If there is a number of project, you can compare this project. So this is nothing related with the, this is related with the report. And then so next part is the recording a macro. We'll see in the this session only, recording a macro and creating a switch or button. So first I will explain what is meant by macro, and then we'll see how to create the macro and what is the use of that